Although Geneva is a small town that's grown up only a bit over the years, it's sent many of its own to serve our country and its citizens in Washington, D.C. That's right, Geneva's been home to many U.S. presidents, some of whom came from Geneva and went to our nation's capital, and others who came to settle here after they served their terms. These special public servants took the spirit of Geneva with them to the highest...
Dwayne, what are you doing?
Keith, get out of here. This is my moment, my time to talk about all the Geneva presidents.
Well, Dwayne,
Get
I think...
off the stage.
But Dwayne, there are no presidents
Keith,
from Geneva.
My turn.
But I'm trying to tell you, there are no presidents from Geneva. You've got it wrong.
What are you talking about? Of course there are.
No presidents from Geneva, not one.
But there must be.
Well, why must there be?
Mr. Corning, that history guy, told me to come out here and talk about Geneva's connections to U.S. presidents. He wouldn't steer me wrong.
Well, he didn't mean presidents who came from here. He meant presidents who visited here.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that's not what he meant. Look, there have been what, a couple hundred presidents, right? There must have been at least one or two from Geneva.
Okay, first of all, there have only been 44 presidents. Obama's the 44th. And secondly, there actually were 7 presidents before Geneva was even founded. If we learned anything today, it's that Geneva was founded in 1835. And Andrew Jackson, the 7th president of the United States, was in office. So there have only been 37 presidents since Geneva existed. And thirdly, there have been none from Geneva. Trust me on this.
Not one?
No.
Not even Taft? What about Taft?
No, he was from Ohio.
Oh, just like Cleveland.
Actually, Cleveland was from New York.
No, I'm pretty sure it's in Ohio.
Well, the city, yes. But the guy, no. McKinley was from Ohio.
What about Garfield? Was he from Geneva?
No.
Buchanan?
No.
Arthur? Polk? Harding?
No.
Okay, what about Harrison?
William Henry or Benjamin?
Either?
Neither.
Look, I'm supposed to talk about presidents in Geneva. What should I say?
Well, you can tell people about the presidents who visited Geneva.
Was one of them Taft?
What is your preoccupation with William Howard Taft?
Oh, is that the Taft that was president? Never mind.
Okay, look. The first president to visit Geneva was Theodore Roosevelt. He came through town on a whistle-stop tour in 1905 on the train and stopped right at the Geneva train station to make a speech.
And to whistle, apparently.
The second president to come by was John F. Kennedy. Although technically he wasn't president when he came through. He stopped in Geneva during the 1960 campaign and made a speech at the old courthouse, right between the cannons. Just months later, he was elected president.
Did he whistle too?
Just stop it, please. The third president to visit was Ronald Reagan in the 1980s. He came to St. Peter's School and Church. He helicoptered right in, spoke to the students, and helicoptered out. And don't ask if he whistled.
I wasn't going to.
Okay.
But I bet he did. At least a little tune on the helicopter.
By the way, there were also 2 other presidents who came to town, although few people know about it.
Is that so, Mr. Knower of all things?
Yeah. Warren G. Harding came to town on the train, only he was dead at the time. His funeral train came through Geneva.
I'm not sure that counts.
And believe it or not, Herbert Hoover rode through town while president, but nobody knew it.
Hold on. If nobody knew it, how did you know it?
Well, it's just a known thing.
It's not a known thing. You said nobody knew it.
Well, what I meant was that...
I don't care. You said nobody knew it, but you're passing it along as though someone knew it.
Okay, somebody knew it. Somebody knew it and passed it along, okay? Hoover was one to keep a low profile, you know?
Sure. I imagine he would. I'd keep a low profile too if I started the Depression. He'd probably duck down in the back seat so no one would try to get him.
Oh,
hey, look, everyone in the car over there by Starbucks. The guy who started the Depression. Let's get him!
Your command of history is astounding.
Hey, I do know a little something about presidents. I got some game. For instance, I know that there were 3 presidents who lived in Illinois at some point. Lincoln, Grant, and Obama. I bet they could have passed through Geneva.
Well, there's no proof.
Sure, Lincoln was known to have been in Aurora, and his wife was in Batavia, so I think he stopped to visit the necessary in Geneva while he had his horse shot.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And Grant, you know if he rode a horse from Chicago to Galena to his home, there's no way he makes it all that way without stopping for a drink. Where better to stop and fill your flask than Stockholm's?
Oh, come on, that wasn't even there.
Okay, Obama. I think I actually saw him stop once for some gum at the Citgo on East State.
No.
Why not? It makes for a good story.
Yeah, a story. That's all. Those visits I mentioned are documented. Why, I bet there are people here who remember Reagan's visit, and maybe even Kennedy's. There's even an old photo of Teddy Roosevelt at the train station to prove he visited.
Yeah, well, I bet someone else besides me saw Obama getting gum at the Citgo. A lot of people use that Citgo. They have more than gas. They have movies and ice and live bait.
All right, look. I'm not going to sit here while you make a mockery of history. Fine, have it your way. Every president was from Geneva. Every single one. And they all came back here and lived long lives as Genevans. Why, I just saw Jimmy Carter and Bill Clinton at Graham's 318 the other day. And I think the Bushes, father and son, were at the city council meeting the other night trying to get an easement for a horse trail along 3rd Street. Genevans all.
I knew it! Except for Taft. Everybody knows he was wrong.